While people always think it's not true, you can always develop something amazing with a small team from the outside, right? And history has shown that, right? And so scale doesn't always give you, the regulators may not agree, but at least running the company, right? I've always felt you're always susceptible to, someone in a garage with a better idea.
When you started as CEO, the company was already a very big company, $400 billion. Now it's almost $2 trillion. It's a lot bigger. You have almost 200,000 employees. How do you company is, everyone thinks of it as being hugely entrepreneurial and innovative, and it is. How do you do that at the scale you're talking about? What are the things you have to do to keep a 200,000 person company being innovative?
It's a great question. Honestly, it's a question which has always kept me up at night through the years. For all, one of the inherent characteristics of technology is while people always think it's not true, you can always develop something amazing with a small team from the outside, right? And history has shown that, right? And so scale doesn't always give you, the regulators may not agree, but at least running the company, right? I've always felt you're always susceptible to, someone in a garage with a better idea. So I think how do you as a company move fast? How do you have that culture of risk taking? How do you incent for that? These are all things, which you have to actually work at it a lot. I think otherwise large organizations tend to default. One of the most counterintuitive things I've seen is the more successful things are, the more risk-averse people become. So counterintuitive. You would often find smaller companies almost make decisions which bet the company, right? And but the bigger you are, I think it's true for a large university, it's true for a large company, because you have a lot more to lose, or you perceive you have a lot more to lose. And so you find, you don't take as many ambitious risk-taking initiatives. So you have to consciously do that. You have to push teams and to do that. And so you have to incent for that, right? So one example of it is, I think a lot about is how do you reward effort and risk-taking and good execution, not always outcomes, right? Because it's easy to think you should reward outcomes, but then people start gaming it, right? People take conservative things in which you would get a good outcome, right? So, when you're running a large company, you have to ask yourselves all these questions over and over again, and it's part of bending that company at that scale. And we've had various tools. Google even today, a lot of our ideas come from various parts of the company, being able to tap into it and encourage that. But I think it's always work in progress.